Hello everybody, welcome back to IEC Valorant 2025 Spring Series. So sorry for the delay that we had, we just have to get all the players in, you know how it is. Happens all the time, college students being punctual. Can't blame them, can you blame them? That is the question, but I am Schmergen and I am joined by Alex once again this week. We've got a pretty important game here, Alex. Who do you think is going to come out on top? Is it MTU Ranters or is it QUB Cookers?
Well, quite famously, I know nothing about either of these teams. I only hope that we get a good game. Diplomatic answer, I hope we get a good game.
Well, a good game we should get. Now, QUB did have a bit of a hiatus in the last season, but in the season before that, at this time last year, they had made the finals, so this is a very competitive team. But right now they have a bit of a do-or-die situation on their hands here. They have to win or draw in order to make it through. It's very close in this Group C right now. The top three teams are currently MTU Ranters that you're seeing today, QUB Cookers, and UCD Leviathans A. Now, Leviathans are up against the DCU B team this week, which should go in their favor. It should, like, as being realistic, it should go in their favor. And in that scenario, it all depends on this game right here. If a draw happens, we're going down to, like, I think the 3rd or 4th level tiebreak. But if whoever wins here guarantees a spot in playoffs if they get that 2-0. So a super important game here. And I think we're going to get our vetoes in soon. Now, speaking of vetoes, we are on the next update for Valorant. The map pool has changed. Abyss and Bind are out of the pool, and Icebox and Ascent are back in. As well as that, we're not going to have Waylay yet. We have to wait about 2 weeks until Waylay can actually be used in tournaments. That's how it goes. But the maps, they're good to go. So Ascent is back, Alex, and I think the only change, or at least the biggest change that they've made, is putting a big metal sheet up against the B main wall, so you can't Odin spam it anymore. Do you think this is going to be problematic if Ascent gets picked, or just going to avoid the map entirely?
I think that reducing Odin spam is a good thing all around. I think people who are holding the Odin might not agree with me, but certainly the people who are sitting on the other side of that wall, they will agree that any amount of just stopping of Odin spam is it's a good update.
I know one guy that might not appreciate it, but it looks like we are ready to go into map 1, which we should be getting the veto for soon. But it looks like we're going to Lotus. Okay, yeah, we are going to Lotus map 1. It has been decided for us. Now I'm looking forward to seeing what this QUB team bring out, because last time we saw them, they had a bit of a different roster. I think only Rebellion is the remaining player from last time QUB played on the IEC stage here. But there's a lot of new faces. Adam, I think, has been promoted, or at least been put into the spot. I have definitely not bias whatsoever in me having played a tournament with him before. Not biased whatsoever. Aiken is on the team. He's picked up the Jet. Dude Kev is in, and Vanquish as well. I'm really looking forward to see how this team synergizes, and how Rebellion in particular is able to carry a new squad like this to try and take them to another grand finals.
Now the picks are just about coming to a close here. I think I'm not going to be very good for analysing them, but there doesn't seem to be anything too surprising here. Am I completely wrong? Am I off the?
Maybe okay. So I think we saw this last week actually, or it might have been the week before. We saw Lotus being played with Breach and Tejo, and I remember it being a bit of a disappointment because they weren't quite able to figure out how to use that utility in the right places to try and shut down a rubble control, to try and take parts of the map, deny parts of the map. So I hope that MTU have the plans in place to say, guys, we have util that is literally unstoppable to take a main. We should use it almost every round because you've no choice but to respect us. So I'm really looking for this A fight here and how MTU are going to approach that part of the map. And as for QUB, they have the Jet out. Jet isn't extremely common on Lotus. You're more likely to see a Raze, but it's not like it's unheard of. Same with the Fade and Breach. It's just a little not as modern, more new age, I guess, because they're still running the Vice. But yeah, Breach Tejo has been speaking pretty loudly on this map in recent times, so I'm really looking forward to see if MTU have a good grasp on this agent.
Yeah, and straight into things here now. It's looking like it's going to be an early C play. Kevdog is just this lone player, not even faking towards A, just having that presence.
Oh. Okay, they managed to trigger the wall. That's good now. Oh, and the drone in a bit of spot of bother. Okay, great info. And speaking of info, we're lacking in a bit now, and Dude Kev walked his way up into Hobbit here. And now Blinks has to keep an eye on this. Or just give up B site entirely.
Last player standing.
Aiken is getting his hands dirty though.
Silence.
Things are looking up now for QUB to take this pistol round. Unless Teddy Bear can pull a miracle here. Not to be. Okay. Pistol round on the board for QUB. A great start. But it was also not a bad start for MTU. Especially at the beginning of the round. Last time we saw this map with the Breach Tejo, I was getting pretty frustrated about the team not knowing what to do with the utility. Onto A main. MTU displayed that they know what to do with it right out the gates. And denied A control. So this is good signs for the future.
Yeah, and I mean, great adjustment there to once Dude Kev got that kill over on A, opened up that passage into the B site. They just collapsed into it. And I mean, there was nothing they could really do to stop it. It was looking like it was going to be fast C play there, but they're
Dude Kev.
dedicating a lot of resources to holding off that fast flank, but they fall into the site. Not Red though, running out, just taking everyone down.
They've got the bigger guns. Why not? Flex it a little bit. Get stuck in. 3 of the players now halfway to their ults. Not spiraling yet. This should be the round that MTU bounce back here. And they're putting so much presence towards A here again. And this is conditioning as well. Because later on in the game, you can start moving that Raze and the Omen off of A and reinforce other parts of the map because you're forced to respect this. Dude Kev is going to note that MTU have been doing this every round so far.
Yeah, but I mean, they're just really taking advantage of that. But it seems they've been studying their play, and Blinks just doesn't care. No amount of tactics can beat bullets on heads. Teddy catches Dude Kev there. Just sort of caught, each player caught on their own. But into the 2v3 now.
Oh, Aiken has just walked in. Oh, June, you have to be aware of this. You have to be looking, son. This might be the most... Oh my goodness, how fortunate to walk straight into their arms. Aiken now, 23 HP, has to pull off a bit of a miracle here. Spike is down as well, has to retrieve it. Blinks, as soon as they tap that door, Aiken is in serious trouble. He's going to hear it now. 2 players behind the door. Do you push it? Oh yeah, John, straight into their loving arms. MTU are on the board. Still have a buy though, of course. It was a bit of a bonus there for QUB. So a very competitive round now. June though only has a Marshall. They're going for the early peak here. This is a bit of a pace change. Shot is not found. And now they're in a spot of bother. Aiken's gone straight in, has a judge. Isolated the one, and that's a clean kill from him. Sight is now taken, and Dukev, just complete spam, is able to take down not 1, but 2. Unreal scenes here. Aiken stuck up with this judge and somehow gets away with the second. All left onto Manito now. 1v3. It should be impossible for him. Okay, Adam closes it out there. 3, 2, 1. QUB looking to be a bit in the driver's seat now, especially since MTU are on a bit of a scuffed buy now. And we've got 3 ults online. I think Aiken wants to dive into this. This is really good to stabilize his economy a bit more.
Can I get a drop?
But I mean, look at the buy on the other side. It's mixed. They have gotten
Get out
some
of my way.
guns in the mix, but they're definitely not going to be favored in this round, especially with that jet ult. No,
Unless...
Face your fear.
Unless
Manito has a chance to get another one here. They're being snuck up on from behind though, and they're still thriving. 2v2.
what is going on? Now it has a vandal.
Guns retrieved. Big fight here between Blinks and Dukev. And Dudekev's been doing this all game. He's just been walking up. Just so brash from him, but he's punished for it this time. Now, Rebellion, the veteran, with it all to do. And do it, Blinks. Insane on the Sheriff. And MTU win a round that they had no right getting, Alex.
I mean, they earned the right. They did absolutely everything perfectly there. They just didn't. They played it like it was a gun round. They killed like it was a gun round too.
Yeah, it was Teddy. I think Teddy Bear just went for a slightly reckless TP there into the corner at A Rubble and managed to get away with the kill, and then going straight into the judge as well. That weapon can be so deadly in the right hands. So QUB have to find a way back in, but Manito is shutting it down, keeping it up from last round. He's even got Rebellion scared for his life.
Shadows traveling.
Oh, this is a great drone. Yeah, great drone. Now you have the stun online, but Blinks goes for the swing anyway. He's got support though. Just onto 2 people now left for QUB, and balance. 3 kills on the round and 3 rounds on the board. Tied up now at 3-3. MTU are making a bit of a fight back here. momentum is now in the hands of MTU as well. They have 3 ults online, 2 of them pretty big, the Armageddon and that Showstopper you want to look out for. Could really solidify some A main control, could deny a plant. There's very versatile usage for this here. I'm curious how Monito is going to use it. And Teddy Bear has a paranoia. Surely here, this would be a great chance to combo with the Showstopper, but instead, Monito is content to sit backside, hold it out, just the threat of the Showstopper being popped, and now the Armageddon, they're forced into one or the other. Rev is taken down. A horrid decision for them to make, and somehow the 2 players from QUB managed to avoid it, open up the door, and now they've opened up the door to the A site. 3v3 though. QUB fighting for their lives to hold on to this site, and Vanquish has almost done it all. Teddy Bear though. 1v3, second not there. Dude Kev takes the lead back for QUB.
Yeah, just incredibly hectic round there coming out from both sides. Just a real clash on that A site.
I think the Armageddon Showstopper combo, that was pretty genius. But it was quick thinking though. For, I think it was Aiken and Dude Kev to be like, okay, we need to flip this door now and get out. I can't believe they actually lived in that situation. Rebellion though wasn't as lucky. Speaking of Rebellion, he's trying to redeem himself from last round, gets the first blood. However, Dude Kev, the lurk, is taken out. What do you do now though in a 4v4? You've lost the Tejo, so you've lost a good bit of stopping power. So you could drag this out a bit more if you're QUB. Get some uncertainty in here. Monito is watching for the A. For the A walk. Rebellion fancies his chances here. And is rewarded in kind. What a just door distraction completely. A site now under siege. QUB are poised for the third. Okay, Rebellion. No ace. Aiken's gonna take that right away from him. And it's all that's left on to June. They had the clap back at the start of the round, but they've left on the other side of the map wondering where it all gone wrong.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't even sure what way that round was going to go there. They just sort of put out feelers throughout the map. Great to see a sort of default round after these sort of exec heavy rounds we've had for the first couple here. With those first few rounds execing onto C and then more recently execing onto A.
Flash placed. Flashing. Retrieving flash.
Vanquish. She's fine. Absolutely fine. But what does the buy look like? MTU don't have a perfect economy. I think Monito has enough to buy for somebody else though. Yeah, okay, they do. We've got a buy-in. And again, lots of ults for MTU here. They still have the From the Shadows, but they also have the Steel Garden and the Rolling Thunder online. Both very good on the defense for holding back an exec. Where will they opt to use them?
Monito looking for that early A presence there. They've gotten a lot of control from June catching. Kev there coming in.
Thorns activated. Spike down.
Ammunition.
That's a great stun.
Halted
June.
on the edge of the site.
One suppressed.
Adam starts to stabilize. That's out Blinks.
Remaining.
I mean, Blink's holding his own here. It's just Adam here on his own now. And Teddy closes it up there. Nice and tidy.
Say something?
I think it's a brilliant round there from MTU, to be honest. To have... This is the conditioning that I was talking about. After having so many rounds where they've been very loud towards A, they say, okay, Munito and Teddy Bear, you're gonna walk down A this time. Just contact down A. They're either gonna get the info that nobody's there, or they're gonna catch the lurk in Dude Kev. So as soon as June knew that nobody was towards A, they knew they had to be coming to their site, and they thrived on it. So great round there from MTU and from June. But now, we're making some serious noise towards A, and I can't believe Munito gets away with his life there. Kev, though, is up to his old tricks. He's got 2 big ones on the round and just opened the round up completely. It's a free B site for QUB.
And Kev keeps going.
Spike planted.
Oh, he wants to go all the way. 4 kills in the round. Rebellion could steal it though, and he does. Not today.
In game. It's not all about the individuals here now.
Yeah, team play there, team play there.
Guaranteeing the round. You never know what could happen.
Okay, QUB have at least solidified their lead a bit more now. That being said, MTU, gotta buy in, still have these ults online. Plenty of chances to get the momentum back, and it's been a pretty close game so far. Very important round though. MTU really want this here, and Aiken, hold on, Teddy Bear's got his back though. It's left onto the 3v3. Nobody this site, yeah, that ult is gonna solidify it. A site now in for QUB, another post plant, and we're investing the Rolling Thunder so early here. Nobody's activating off of it, and nobody's gonna be stunned when they're going into the site here. A little premature, I think. But now we got Steel Garden as well, the second layer to this retake. But Rebellion was such a good seize, and even the Sheriff doesn't need the big guns at all. Just thrives on the Sheriff, puts the seize down, holds them back like a bull at the reins.
I mean, just making that Steel Garden look useless there.
I can't help but feel that the Rolling Thunder was a bit premature in that. Like, they popped it, and I feel like it did nothing. Literally nothing. The Steel Garden though was fine, but you have to praise Rebellion there for that seize. It was brutal, held all 3 of them back. Blinks wants another round that he can make. That was unlikely for MTU, but could be possible now unless Rebellion stabilizes once again. Aikens dove in, now it takes Munito's head off. Even wants a bit more. Just give it to him. Straight in, run and gun, doesn't matter. Just leave it on to Teddy Bear. It's looking all but QUBs here. They're looking to make it 8-4 at the half. And 8-4 it will be.
Switching sides.
A good half there from QUB. They had a lot of lurks going on. They had a very headstrong entry. And the second in was doing great stuff. This is a very solid QUB team so far. But can they put up the same numbers on their defense? MTU now have a lot of exec power. Maybe not a lot of info per se, with only 1 drone and a flash that doesn't specifically tell you where they are. But they have a lot of power behind it. So as long as the execs are structured, this should be a good half here for MTU. Blinks, big 1v1 there, wins it over Rebellion, that's a huge one, and now the door is flipped. Panic sets in for QUB here. Could they go C or will they go B? B is the answer. Little do they know they're going straight into the Vice Util. There's only one player on site and Balance is forced to stick. Still gets the spike down though. But is that enough? Was his life worth it? Oh, blinks. He's made noise. Even gets another kill. A third one somehow. And he's brought the round almost all into his own hands. Manito is the one to close it out, but blinks in that round. Unbelievable stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hero round was what they needed there. Getting that early start on this T side, on this attacker side, forgive me.
You can never take the CS out of a man.
You can take the man out of CS, but you can't take the CS out of the man.
You can't, yeah. Truer words.
For better or for worse.
Nice, Aiken. Fancies his chances. I mean, why not go a bit aggressive here on your eco round? A lot of resistance though. This is great util to stop this. But what's the answer now? You saw 2, maybe 3 sitting towards B. So what are you thinking now if you're MTU? Do we just send A or C? A is the decision. They've gambled correctly here. QUB though. Most players on the other side of the map. Now this is going to be heard by Adam. But still taking Vanquish is in some serious trouble. It's the worst reality ever they're living in.
They do still live on, and it's a 5v5 here in this post plant. Balance catching one, traded right back. Just even trades here until June catches Dukehead.
Aiken's making an argument for us. If he had that kill, that could have been something, but June instead just run and gun up the Spectre. That was pretty close towards the end there. Aiken was making an argument for us. If he had that kill onto June, it was a different round completely. But MTU are still going to sit with another round win. And only a couple guns carried over. Definitely could have had more there.
Yeah, there was certainly some good damage to the economy there, but I mean, not the same as a win. Not the same as a round win. Obviously.
God, look at all the space that QUB are after getting. Aiken has already pushed up A, and Dukev has taken all of Mound. And he has the flash to support himself as well. Oh, this is brutal. There's a chokehold on both sides of the map. What a flash. Good turn from Blinks, but it's not enough. Dukev takes 2. It's just complete activity from QUB. They had no fear in that. And two players, I think the two top frags on the team just saying, alright, we got both sides of the map, guys, don't worry about it, we'll just walk down. We have the bigger guns, no problem.
Last player standing. Spike down, C.
Eddie Bear should have no chance in this. At such low HP as well. They might not know where he is. Oh, but they definitely do now. 6-2-9 is the score. And QUB have stabilized after their buy round with minimal casualties. I think there's only 2 there. June, though, is going... No way they're going for the attack-sided op. What is the play here?
I don't know. It could... the attack-sided op, I know I personally use it.
Oh, never mind.
For confidence. Oh, never mind. You know what? June has no confidence.
We're getting debated. Speaking of debated, Dukev, Rude Awakening. 4 players stomping into his site. Can't even activate the thorns he put down behind him. Adam, he has a chance to be a bit of a hero here. Decides to go against it though.
There.
And there's, I mean, everybody is sitting towards water here. There's not a lot of sight here. There's like no crossfires on this hold. I think QUB are figuring this one out. Okay, Rolling Thunder though has really stopped them in their tracks, but so has that fault line Rebellion. Knows he can take the peak, but it's a great trade out from June. Rest of the squad has funneled in now into sight. 2v2. Time is a ticking though. Aiken has to be a hero again. He's had plenty of opportunities so far this game, but is this the one where he finally closes it out? If he gets it half, it could have been, but instead Blinks will be the one to finish the round out. Dies with Spike though, but it's 7-9 on the board, and that's what matters.
Yeah, I mean, just real, like, disciplined play there from Blinks. Certainly counting in their head 1, 2, 3, just to make sure they didn't swing too early and risk losing that round.
Yeah, if you want to be at the top of the groups like you are now, you're gonna have that peace of mind, that intelligence, or you just get a Marshall Kalas headshot. Hello. Oh, and Vanquish has even gotten a headshot with the Sheriff. No way, QUB. This is how they're winning. Teddy Bear is almost caught with his pants down.
And they're split up.
Not anymore though.
Brings them back together now.
Great from the shadows there. Now June has the Steel Garden as well. Plenty of potential. If I'm them, I'm ripping it right. I'm ripping it right now. You rip the Steel Garden right here. Okay, they're just not okay. Not going for it. Sure. June instead is stunned up and taken out. Teddy Bear not playing with their teammate whatsoever. And now has to face up against this near impossible 2v1, especially when Rebellion knows they can just stick the spike. And around that, QUB had no right winning, Alex.
No right, really at all. I suppose it did stabilize to an even round, but I mean, after that Marshall Kalash, that should have been round over. After that Sheriff headshot, it should have been round over. Confidence should take you the rest of the way through that round.
Instead now it's MTU on the back foot. Bit of a sheet go as well for them. June trying to replicate what Red was able to do last round with that Marshall. But instead Rebellion could continue with his reign. Still, he's going super aggressive here. Yeah, that was a little overeager. Balance punishes. Even gets the gun. Not a great start for QUB, but they are going straight into the off here. If they don't smoke this off, and smoke they will not. Aiken though, not comfortable on this weapon it seems. None whatsoever. Really wants it. Okay. Maybe a little too over aggressive, but gets rewarded for us. I mean, you're the yes, sure, you can get away with stuff like that. The site is still taken though, and Blinks is hitting shots again. Can he be stopped? Oh no. Blinks, you gotta turn around, son. You're being snuck up on from behind. Great paranoia there from Adam. That's a fantastic one. Even closes out the last kill in what was looking a little unlikely after the first couple kills in the round. QUB have still found us.
I mean, it's a round, that there's a round you have to win. You're up against the weaker guns. You're risking a comeback there. They could have snowballed a little bit there if they had given away that round, but they do manage to hold it down, get that good retake in, and just do what they were meant to do. They got their one.
And Dude Kev, just pure confidence.
Down, C.
2 dropped. This is a full buy, by the way.
Spikes
Not anymore. It's only 3/5 by now. June trying to bring it back, but Dude Kev just oozing with confidence here, just getting everyone.
One enemy remaining.
Oh,
They eventually
okay.
smoke it up, but
What is that, man?
just...
Match point.
If I'm MTU
Okay.
here, I'm thinking, is there any way? Is there a god on our side? Is there any way we can win this? Because it does seem that QUB have God on their side. They have a 6-man roster, and the 6th man is God.
I mean, God has granted them 12 rounds so far. It's still 13 to win, though. MTU have kept it close, at least in the first half. And on the second half, they've only won 1 gun round. And the trend might just continue all the way till the end in map 1. Rebellion, a huge 2k opener. And now Dude Kev in some serious pressure here, but they've thrived so far. However, Muniso taking him out. Seaside now belongs to MTU. They should be able to get the plant down here. They even have the showstopper online as well, and the Armageddon. Huge amounts of stall and ways to get somebody off the spike, but this is a terrifying TP here from Adam. Has to be weeded out. This is a huge fight against Monito here. And Monito's going to win it out. Okay, that could be exactly what they need. Showstopper invested, taken out Aiken. And there it is. Okay, MTU on the board again. 8-12. They've won their second gun round of this half. Is this what they need? They need this to spiral. 0 mistakes from now on.
The money on the side of QUB is good for 1 more. Gonna have to come to possibly 12-10 if they're going to want to have, if they want to get QUB down onto pistols or a half buy. We'll see how they do now, 1 round at a time.
Basically everybody towards this A site. And the rotates are really fast here. That's a great kill from Vanquish. Found the opener. Teddy Bear, though, manages to trade it back. Aiken is going to keep it in the 4v3. Blinks, trying to take the A site all on his own. Dude Kev, though, found it away back into 2v2. Steel gardened up, though, has to respect the site.
Spike planted.
And pops one of his own for this retake. Okay, both players, though, were able to get out of it. They're going to have their guns online, and they're going to have a lot of breach util for this as well. Great fault line. Are they aware of the support, though? Dude Kev. They've been great this game so far, but this is a 1v2 that is pivotal. And they get it.
Oh my God.
No sweat for him. 24-12. He will end the map.
Clutch.
Dominant so far and dominant in the clutch. 13-8 is map 1 for QUB.
But damn it.
Now it's definitely not over at all, though. They still need to win it if they want to guarantee their playoff spot. So MTU definitely not out of luck yet. Map
Yeah,
2, though,
that's-
is going to be something. It's going to be something. It is going to be Haven.
Any thoughts?
I definitely think NT showed a good defense side, anyway, they definitely fell apart a bit on their attack. They had only 2 gun rounds won, I believe it was. And then the other 2 was the pistol and the anti-eco. So maybe just a little discomfort on the attack half. Hopefully only the attack half on Lotus and on Haven will be fine. But that is left to be seen. So we'll catch you on the other side of this break when we have map 2. Hello everybody, welcome back to IECS Spring 2025 Valorant. Last week of pools here, we have MTU up against QUB Cookers, map 1 going the way of QUB. And now MTU, it is do or die here. They either win this map or they are out of contention for playoffs. And of course, IEC, I have to thank our sponsors here. Thank you so much to KOKA Noodles, Reroll Dogpatch, Labs, GG Machines, Play Aid, and we are powered by Natives as well. Thank you so much to everybody for making this possible. But map 2 now, Haven for MTU. It's all or nothing. Alex, do you think MTU have the capacity to pull it off?
I think they definitely showed some great things in that first map. I mean, great hero plays coming up from Blinks towards the end there, but I mean, their gun rounds did leave something to be desired, like you said, especially in that second half.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping isn't a consistent thing throughout their maps, right? I'm hoping that it's a good, maybe only a bad attack side because they're uncomfortable on Lotus and not in general.
Yeah, it could well be a map discomfort, and I mean the only way to find out is to get into this map and see.
Yeah, we should be getting into map 2 shortly. And we'll get to see what agents are going to be brought out. So I'm curious to see if MTU are going to double down on this Breach Tahoe comp. So they used it last map, and it's pretty good on pretty much every map, if you've been watching along how Valorant has progressed. But I don't think we're in replication. Okay,
No.
one thing that is for sure though, Aiken has picked up the jet again. He just wants to dive in, get kills. Understandable. Just brain off, dash in, smoke up, get some kills. You can go for that, especially when you have the support around you. Like Vanquish and like Reb.
Yeah, and I mean he certainly did that in that last map there. I mean, between himself and Dude Kev, they dominated. Well, they didn't. I wouldn't even call it domination because it was a close map, but they definitely did. They held down the fort.
Very old gen comp here from MTU. Sova, Breach, Cypher. Nothing very new here, but on the flip side then, Rebellion is running the ISO, which it could make sense, sure. The only thing I'm concerned about here is that there's a distinct lack of flashes. Because normally, what you do is that you run the Yoru instead of the Jet, and then that can act as your flashes when you're execing. But now, you've got none of it. Just a dash, a wall. But the ISO has been changed in this update. This is an important thing to note. So, ISO's wall, he can now have it move, I think it's 50% slower? Significantly slower anyway. So he can toggle to be left click or right click. Left click will fling the wall out at the same speed it was before, but if you right click, then it'll go, I think it's half the speed, which is extremely slow, and it will go the same distance. So you can clear things a lot more methodically with it, and I'm really curious if Reb has some ideas with this, because it's always cool when an agent gets changed and somebody pulls it out in a super unique situation that it was not possible before. So I'm really looking forward to this out of Reb.
Yeah, and I mean, I think they're really just banking on their guns here. A lot of confidence coming out of that last map, and I mean they're just tearing straight into this C site. It looks like.
Yeah, June has to evacuate.
Control really taken here, but no spike down yet. As I say that, Adam is putting it down.
Spike
June-
planted.
Patching Aiken there coming through that smoke. And now it's just down to 2v4.
Bad scan.
Last player standing.
All down to
No HP.
Remaining.
1 HP left.
Oh, what a shock dart from Munito. Going from the duelist onto the initiator, but they're still putting up the frags. 3 kills on the round for the pistol there. And you have to wonder where it went wrong. I mean, it was... QUB were at a disadvantage after getting the spike down. I think it was the 4v3 that they were in. So Aiken probably felt like he has to go for an insane play. But going straight through the smoke like that is ambitious, to say the least. But, you know, so sometimes you have to go for something like that when you're in a disadvantaged situation. But that was definitely the moment where QUB lost the round there.
Yeah, I suppose it was confidence turned into desperation a bit. But now they're spread out. They're not spread out at all. They're
Yeah,
running down to
force
the
up,
side once
actually.
again. 1-for-1 trades here. Aiken catches June and Teddy Bear trades it back. Banco's showing a little bit of leg there. Teddy Bear can't take advantage of it.
Yeah, trying to one-up their last round. QUB believe in themselves that they can just take this C site. So they bought up. However, Blinks has completely decimated them. Just a straight flash in swing, and it's as clean as you like it. The second round is firmly in MTU's hands.
And I mean, that flash was incredible. I mean, they caught 2 out of those 3 players. 1 caught with their back turned to Blinks. And just perfect execution to mow all 3 down.
I think it must have been a bit of miscommunication. I think that it has to be, because they looked completely lost. And in my head, the only situation I think that they were in was that they were coordinating a swing, but then MTU just pounced a bit faster than they were expecting.
Standing ahead.
Yeah, I think they were... It looked like they were going to go for a swing onto C-Link there, but... Just caught on a bad timing as well, I think. As well as that great flash. But now a little bit more of a methodical play here into the A site. And I mean, it's working out. That ISO
Oh my
there
goodness.
to show why this no flashes, just click heads could work.
Hey, finally weeded Duke it out, but B site is still firmly in their hands. Muntio taken out, so is June, and QUB in a round where, once again, a round that they shouldn't be winning. They're taking it across the line. 2-1. You would think that they didn't force last round, but here they are, sitting at 2-1 anyway.
Yeah, I mean, just... It really does, you can tell that their game plan in this map is just to click heads. And I mean, once you're doing that, it doesn't really matter what gun you're using. Well, it
It
does.
gets much easier to click the head when you're sneaking your way all the way into B site like Dude Kev did that last round. It's a heavy C hitter. You have to check that cam, June. You gotta check that cam. Dude Kev has snuck up. Okay, crosshairs in the right spot. And the C site is under siege once again for QUB.
June catches Rev as well. This hit is starting to fall apart before they even get in.
Oh my, go get Aiken is just looking straight up at Blinks. Blinks sitting up at top site, extremely confident. Makes it 3-1. And I think that's a second C retake win. Now, I think there's only one round where QUB have actually found success on the C site, and they've gone there about 3 out of 4 rounds now, I think.
Yeah, and I think that I mean, in both cases, it sort of came down to blinks. They're just clicking those heads. But great discipline coming in that retake there. Not over pushing any angles, just real playing it by the books, 100%. And all started, but of course, by that great hold by June.
Oh, okay, Kevin. It's just another opener for him. Blinks maybe getting a bit too confident, going for the swing onto short. Now, keep in mind, Dukev has the spike. And Rebellion is just taking all the space on his own. This is the power that ISO has. Muntio is the next up on the plate. Is he or the wall? Okay, manages to escape, and now he's getting crunched from both sides here. Still manages to take one down with him, but one is hardly enough, right? There's no way Teddy Bear and John are gonna get this one. Yeah, Teddy Bear's down, all just onto John now in a 1v4. They've at least gotten one. I just want to get one and run away with their lives. It's understandable. So this is a good indicator now for QUB. They've won a round, and they've won it because they've gone A. It is, although, to be fair, it is also because Blinks ran it straight into short and got taken out at this, like, the first 3 seconds of the round, I think it was. So there might be something they have to look at as well. Just a little unlucky, mayhaps. But QUB are definitely feeling a bit more confident to poke towards this A side of the map now.
Yeah, and I mean, it does seem to be the right call, especially with that C site looking completely locked down. MTU definitely been practicing their retakes of that C site.
And you can see the immediate adaptation as well. They did not like QUB going towards A that round, so instead John has put up the util at A. So a very quick adaptation. Little do they know though, QUB might be one step ahead in going to the site that's much more vacant. But this hasn't worked in the past, so you have all the time to set up here, all the time to think about what you're going to do in your post plant. How do QUB solidify it?
I mean, with all of MTU coming in from the single choke point, they can be victim to stuff like that. And Rev and Adam, they're absolutely tearing it up. It's just,
oh my god. Oh, he's done it. What an ace from Blinks. In the last C retake, he got 3 kills. In this one, he's getting all 5. Don't go to C if you're QUB. Blinks will tear you to shreds.
He's not even the C player. He's getting aces on C site retakes. Not aces every time, but multi-kill rounds every time they hit that C site.
He's sitting 11-3 now. Confidence has to be flowing. Hopefully, not as much as last round, or the round before rather, where he swung short and died insta. Let's hope it doesn't bleed out like that. Instead, just keep the ball rolling. The retakes have been really good. A site hasn't been great. Hold the A site, retake C. I've heard this one before from a certain coach.
No info gotten on that firebolt. Oh, your could catch gets info on Rebellion anyway. But Blinks catches Dude Kev over in Garage. Could catch Rebellion as well, and down to a 3v5.
John has a trip for this. Take it out, and Haken caught with the pistol.
One enemy remaining.
Blinks even get another 3 on the round, why not? Make it 4, why don't you? Vanquish is going straight into his arms. Okay.
Denied by Vanquish.
First, my bad. Oh, hold on, Vanquish. 2 very nice kills. He'd have to ace to win. With 30 seconds left, there's no way he's getting a shot at this one, right? There's no way.
I mean, with that ult ready, he can split them up, but looks like he's going to go straight into Teddy Bear here, and yes, he is. He's getting caught in the back. Nice try there from Vanquish, but I mean, the writing was on the wall for that 5th round.
This is extremely important now for QUB. MTU, they're running away with this half a bit here, and this is what they need. They win this, they have a chance at playoffs. And it's 5-2 now. If they get another one on the board, I'm worried if I'm QUB.
Yeah, and I mean, especially with the way the money can really spiral out of control. We saw it last week. Once one team gets ahead, it just really is difficult to get back into it.
Oh, the trip. Not there to capitalize off of it though. But it's so much spam. I think Moonteal got a headshot with that. Okay, I think that was straight through the smoke. Balance is probably smashing their desk right now. Paranoia is here. Let's see. The A retake, significantly harder than the C one, but Blinks might not have a problem with it, and so it's only one though. Dude, Kev is holding it all down. Okay. Another round. A appears to be where QUB find the most success.
This game is stressing me out, man. I mean, Blinks is... I don't want to say Blinks is carrying, but Blinks is carrying.
Once he got the 1 kill, I was like, oh, it's done. You know, he's gonna get the first kill. Here comes the second, and then the third. Oh no, Dude Kev is there to shut it down this time. And QUB, I can't believe they're going back to C again, even after just winning on A. I know it's like the mix-up, but this is the 2nd time you've done it. Teddy Bear is all too aware of this, even gets out with the never mind. Thank you, Reb. Shutting my mouth up right quick. But we're on to another C retake.
Cover going out.
No. Rebellion is pushing further and further. Now it's just down to John. Probably going to look to get away here. Just be barraged with utility here for... I think they know where you are, John. But there's no interest in chasing down this gun. They're more than happy to keep theirs. That's going to be a 4th round on the board. Getting closer here now. If I'm MTU, I'm getting a little bit nervous.
Especially with the spy. It's not great. I think the big difference in that round, actually, despite times before where QUB have gone C, gone there fast, and then lost in the retake, is because last time they went C, they decided to push garage with 2 people. This time, they pushed CT very fast. Like, it was one of the first things that Red did. As soon as C-site was taken, he went straight into CT and caught almost the entire team off guard. So he almost aced that round. That's the key difference there. That might be what they need. But MTU are making an unlikely play here with sending so many people into grass. They haven't really done this before, but I can't believe QUB were so prepared for this. Rebellion. Oh, what fan wanted to get another multi-frag in the round. Teddy Bear's going to shut it down. Still, though, 2v4.
Dude Kev and Macon just cleaning up there in the last few seconds of the round. I mean, it was a likely round for them to win anyway, but we have seen rounds like that go awry. Even score now. I mean, it could go either way, and I'm getting even more stressed.
Yeah, it's a really good bounce back from QUB here. They found a flow. 3 rounds in a row. But look at all of the ults that are online. I mean, there are 7 in this round alone. A lot of high impact ones as well. You got the kill contract, you got the Rolling Thunder. And here we go. Okay, see retake again. Kill contract is used. And Rebellion comes out on top. Great shot. Even min-maxes the double tap. June is very disappointed at their teammate. Wanted them to do better, but instead they got a rally with the team. Oh, this is not good here. Look at the positioning off of Adam. He's gone straight in. The TP as well past the trip. It's genius. MTU should be caught completely off guard here. And off guard he is. 2 kills. All 3 given to Adam. In a genius play. And it's another new look to this C hold for QUB. Once they started mixing it up, they've found some serious success on the C site now. This time Adam sneaks his way into B, has the TP as well, a stroke of genius from him to go straight past it and catches all 3 MTU players off guard. And now QUB in the driver's seat once more and in the lead, I think for the first time this map.
I will rip the light from them.
Yeah, and I mean, they're mixing it up again here now. They're going to be going for what looks to be a quick A play. Sending in smokes. Aiken spots one, spots Montio.
Spike down A.
Even trades thus far. It's just now that the spike's going down. Montio's caught 1 extra and getting away.
Oh, what a Hunter's Fury. Oh, what a Hunter's Fury.
So much damage.
Oh, Adam, he's rash with this one, and he can't settle the aim. All onto Rebellion, no shield. But one player is extremely low, and it's just blinks remaining. Rebellion clutches it out for the team. Makes it 7-5, an advantageous half for QUB. Not one you would expect after the first couple rounds.
Yeah, and I mean, 4 kills in that round. Really showing this. I know we were doubting it at the start of the map, the ISO pick, but I mean, well, it was the jet and ISO pick, but I mean, really showing that they can work with it here.
Yeah, look, if it's not one, it's the other. That is how it goes a lot with the double duelist. Rebellion at the top, Aiken bringing up the rear. It's simple as, if one duelist isn't fragging, the other is. That's just how it goes. It's how balance must be struck in these kind of comps.
Absolutely, I mean, I know it's only single duelist on the MTU side, but I mean, still, look at how well Blinks is doing compared to the rest of the team. Reb catching John there. Teddy Bear getting tapped out by Dukev. They have this B site, but once this smoke fades, they're going to want to get the plant down.
Player standing. Spike down mid.
What a round out of Rebellion. That was so smart. Just a note that I forgot to put in because it's so hard to think about it until that particular situation. The undercut, now, the ability that used to just vulnerable you, you now only have 1 of them instead of 2. And on top of vulnerabling you, it suppresses. So as soon as he knew that the Cypher was playing window, or was likely anyway the Cypher was going to be playing window, you hit him with the suppress and go straight past the trip. Many players now on the QUB team have shown some real smarts with their utility. I'm super impressed by it, and John gets the better of Dukev. Somehow. I mean, I guess it was a ghost, but at the same time, because completely caught off guard. C-site is now open for MTU.
They still have to get in there ahead of the rotations, and they were quite a ways away. They were up on A long. Adam spotting out one there. Info gained, but no kill gotten. Drone going out from Vanquish. Teddy Bear ready for it, but he gets traded out as well. 4v3 here.
Oh no.
Oh
no.
Just a little bit of panic on those shots.
One enemy remaining.
But now, just Montio, low HP. Could get spammed out here.
Why, it's just 1 HP.
Nothing.
Montio. They're okay, just gonna hold it, yeah, at that range. Yeah, Aiken's at full HP. Even if he got the headshot, it wasn't gonna kill. Like, why not just stick it? Smart stuff there from Aiken.
No fear.
Yeah, no fear at all. Why should he? Just hold forehead. He'll be fine. Okay, 9-5.
Track them
Yeah.
down.
MTU, they do like to have this sort of
Clearing area.
early presence towards the A site. And I mean, they're almost doubling down on it now. They usually have a lurk. But I mean, of course, it's
Oh my
around the
goodness.
Rebellion pushes out. He gets 2, traded out by Montio. But it's still a 3v5 here. Vanquish waiting in this smoke.
It's gotta get out now.
Hoping
Yeah, there
someone
it
will
is.
disrespect it, but QUB, they're falling back a little bit here. MTU are falling back a little bit, I apologize.
Yeah, Vanquish is in a bit of spot of bother now. Needs some help, and none is there. Balance, maybe a bit of a freebie there.
Yeah, brings it
You
back
could
to the 3v3 now. Interesting round on our hands.
Yeah, you can play the info game now. QUB have lost the Sova. They don't have info. 45 little seconds left. Just spread the defense as thin as you can here.
Yeah, it's all about getting that right read, really, and hoping they can go to the right site. And that right site probably was B, but
30 seconds left.
they're going to be walking into Aiken here.
Spike down. C.
With that outlaw, we know what he can do with it.
Uh-oh. It doesn't even need the outlaw for the second kill. Sure.
Just click heads.
This goes here, that goes there.
And Aiken is finding himself a bit now on this defense half. He's given his own space to thrive. 11-7. Kicking it up a gear. Trying to match Reb though. Reb had a pretty big opener. Opening 2 kills that last round, so he's still staying at the top. But MTU,
This is gonna be fun.
Blinks is still sitting 17-12. It's going to be harder for him to frag out when they don't have good enough execs.
Guns.
And the weaker guns, of course.
Spike down. B.
Adam, just no respect there. Rebellion catching Teddy Bear as well. It's a 5v2 in a matter of seconds. Dude kept catching Montio from behind. There's just John left on 8 HP.
It's
Very
El
well done
Clasico,
from
isn't
Adam.
it? Of let's just go B on our eco guys, and then it just completely fails. Just falls flat.
Absolutely.
It's such an easy call to try make, but there's just so many layers you have to do with it, with like conditioning, with having the right guns, with having a lurk, with not having a lurk. What part of the map are you pushing? It's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. But MTU, this is the last hurrah now. If they don't win this, they're on an eco, and QUB are on 12. And it would mean QUB have seizing the playoff spot and snatching it away from them.
Spread out throughout the map here, just trying to get any little bit of control. Definitely that getting knocked out in the back of their minds now in this round.
Oh, dude, Kev is in such a precarious position here. You gotta weed this guy out.
Be stable.
and they're doing a poor job at it. He's gotten blinks. That's a bad one to lose as well. Second one that has the potential for it. Not even blinded up by that teddy bear. This is such an important 1v1. Manages to win it out. Now, C-split should be a goal, but Rebellion is cutting off the head of the snake.
I know exactly.
Now everybody is just funnels towards the C side of the map. Okay, Aiken, a little over-eager there. Gets his head taken off, and Vanquish is noted. Where are you going, son? Takes down one. Okay, it's second on the board. You're just wondering if you want to place disciplined here, if you want to go for the opportunities I think you have. Balance is going to be on their own here while they're trying to plant. This is a little scary. Oh, not even breaking the dart. Yeah, it's just straight in. TP in, and Adam, freest kill of his life. John has no time for this whatsoever. All you have to do is run away. Or Rebellion gets the spam. Now QUB, they're looking to earn their spot into playoffs. 12-5. MTU are on such a scuffed buy here. Have to buy everything they can, but it's extremely scrappy, Alex.
Yeah, and I mean, they can either go for for the bigger guns and sacrifice their util, or they can hope to use those brains. But I mean, either way, it's not looking good for them, and we could well see QUB in the playoffs.
Pure confidence here for and it's shut down completely. Just muted is Aiken, but Rebellion trying to fill in the shoes of being the duelist that just pushes down here. He's making his presence very known. Muntio though, gonna take him out. Seaside, however, is taken. So Adam has to be a hero again. Teddy Bear completely just back turned there. Blinded up. But manages to reconvene with his teammate. Okay. It's the do or die retake. Balance and Muntio, all of MTU's hopes ride on this one right here. They have to hold for the spike. Great recon. But the Rolling Thunder is too late. All on to Muntio. Has the Hunter's Fury.
Nowhere to run.
Is there enough time for this? Time. There isn't there.
That's it.
Such a tragic reposition. It's 13-5. QUB have booked their ticket into playoffs for IEC Spring 2025. Even though they had a hiatus in winter 2024. They've shown back up here, and they've shown back up in spades, Alex.
What a nail-biter of a match that was. I mean, you couldn't have asked for more from both teams. They played their hearts out.
Yeah, it is a really valiant effort there from MTU. But it was a similar struggle that they had last map, unfortunately. I don't think they had a single... They didn't get around on their attack half on Haven. So I think it's an easy way to identify the problem here. They just have to work on their attack side. But if they can get the attack half down, it's a really strong side. Right, Alex?
Oh yeah, I mean, like, they have the talent on the team 100%. It's just that I think the calling and the tactics just sort of fall apart on the attack side. When things get hectic, they seem to fall apart a bit more. So I think just playing together as a team and getting some of those tactics drilled in could be all we need to see MTU in playoffs next semester.
Yeah, but it is all but decided. I want to see if the UCD and ECU game is done as well. Because if that game is done, then we will know for sure. I'm not seeing it reported yet. I do have some of them on. Okay, we're in map 2 of that game, and it looks like UCD are on top in map 2. They did, oh my goodness, they lost map 1. Okay, that may put a bit of a spanner in the works, but QUB, I believe, have 100% booked their ticket. It's up now. If UCD lose this game, then I think MTU have a chance still.
Also reading the table here.
Yeah, it's so close in this group, man.
If UCD...
Yeah, if UCD lose, then MTU are actually in.
Yes.
Yes. That is how maths works. So keep an eye on that game. But by this time next week, we will know exactly who is going to be in our playoffs, and we'll have a look at it then. So thank you so much for watching this week. Next week is going to be playoffs, so do keep an eye out, and we'll see which teams are going to take it all, which teams have a chance to do it. We'll see you then.